when we last left our intrepid hero, he was, well, he'd gone to the gym and got absolutely hench. And in this episode, he is piloted by me, once again, Calicmyra, the probable reason that you are here. This time, we're going to be taking a slight detour. Not through that house, though. Through something a little further down. May I present to you the cycling road? Yeah, you can't go through there unless you have a bike. But the idea is that you're supposed to go through as fast as possible. Let me just check I've got electric in front of you. Yep. Okay. So, try not to knock into anyone. Bit of a difficult trek, I must say. Especially seeing as there are trainers all around here, and it is in your best interest to hit them. Unfortunately, I feel like this is kind of experience that would have been better suited for before the gym battle, but we were kind of over-leveled anyway, so I thought I'd save it till like after. That was a good call because the gym was a little closer than, you know, the last one. The next gym, Toro will actually take a back seat because having piloted the last 3 gym battles, now that I think about it, I think the other team members will have a little bit more of a chance to shine. So that's always fun. Can I? Yeah, I can talk to this. Okay. Yo, you! Can you keep up with my speed? I can. I have the Mark bike, the fastest. And while we're going through all the battles here, it gives me a little bit of time to talk about just kind of what I'm even doing with this kind of series, because when at the moment, this is episode 12, and at the moment, episode 9 is up, and I'm probably going to put up number 10 today. Maybe today, we'll see how it goes. But I mean, if you've seen the playlist, you'll see that I've put it's a groundbreaking hit, yada yada yada, of what happens when you play Pokemon and broadcast it to an audience of absolutely no one, and that's pretty spot on the basis that I do put a lot of effort into these, and at the end of the day, if no one is watching them, then you have to question if this is really worth all of the effort. But I like to think it is, on the basis that, oh great, low health. Yeah, I think it is in some ways, because these episodes don't have 0 views. They have, you know, they have 1 or 2 views, and like I value both of those views. I mean, like, I have a pretty good idea of who they are, and I very much appreciate you sticking around every time to watch them when I suppose the rest of the world has moved on. Let's Plays aren't what they used to be. You wouldn't get I remember when I first started, and I was so excited that like the first episode of Super Mario Galaxy was getting so many like views, and this guy says I wish you would stop. That name's everywhere. You should ride it all around the place. It's good advertising. Fuck off. Right. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, and the first like few episodes of Super Mario Galaxy were kind of popular. Like they were getting like 100 views or so. I was really quite excited about it, and so when that number eventually dropped, I was pretty disheartened by it. So I mean, do I want to? Yeah, I'll see. Why not? Play dangerously. Yeah. So I mean, once that number dropped, I just felt a little bit, you know, unhappy with it. But then you sort of realize that you're not really going to be broadcasting to a huge number of people, so long as the people who are watching are having a good time. And by this time, well, I mean that was in 2011, I think. So that was 5 years ago. And I don't know. I've grown up a lot since then. I've played loads of other games. I used to play like exclusively like Mario, Nintendo stuff. I've played some other stuff since, like I don't want to give examples, but I mean, you know what I mean. Yeah, and like times have changed. People aren't necessarily watching just Let's Plays anymore. There are like there are some people that still do it, but they're not as popular as they used to be, certainly. And so I mean, me coming back to revisit this series isn't so much as a like I'm going back to how things were, because things won't really be how things won't ever like. It's sad to say things won't really be like that anymore. I'm I'm not a I'm not like a high school kid, just like a year 7, year 8, year 9, just playing games. I'm actually a proper student with like real like responsibilities and that sort of thing. And in a way, that's kind of scary. And I don't know whether this is just kind of like clinging on to that kind of childish pastimes, I guess. But I mean, I think it's nice that even if back in the day, like I was super excited about like maybe 29 views, 30 views, pretty, sizable audience, like a room full of 30 people watching your videos. That's pretty cool. So I mean, at the end of the day, I suppose I shouldn't think about the numbers so much, but like the actual people watching it, and if they're enjoying it, then that's all I really need. I'll be happy to make videos just for the sake of their enjoyment, because it's what I like doing, and it's also for my enjoyment partly. I mean, like my past few Let's Plays have just been incomplete, kind of just whatevers. Like I thought Super Mario Sunshine had a lot of potential. I really liked the way it was edited. It's probably one of my better, like more polished kind of Let's Plays. For like the first 7 episodes anyway. And it was detailed and it was great, and just kind of stopped. And sometimes I feel like, why can't you just do a whole series? Is it that hard? Like, losing interest is, I guess, something that's just gonna inevitably happen when you're playing a game. Especially like I had to take a break on this series as well, because I had assignments to do, like university like stuff that needed like prioritizing, and couple that with like going out, doing piano practice, trying to make food, like buying stuff that I need, and I don't have a lot of time to look at these videos. Like, learning techniques will make bike riding more fun. And this guy will tell you what your time is. Total time 1 minute plus. My word, your cycling skills border on terrifying. But certainly you need more practice riding. Yeah, it's a time trial thing, and you don't really get anything for it, but it's just a fun little thing. But yeah, responsibilities are tough, and you gotta take it one step at a time. But just briefly going to change. Well, it's not even changing the subject really, because while yes, I will adhere to the small viewership that I have. The nicknames will be taken care of by me, because that's it's my kind of thing, and if there's no one else doing it, then I might as well make it personal to me. So this is Jalise, or Jalise. I think we'll call it Jalise, just to have a little foreign spin on it. You know what I'm saying? So hang on, let me just head back to Pokemon Center. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to cut for a second there. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, I mean, that particular name that I chose, Jalise, is it means sort of a friend that I've had for the longest time, for a very long time actually. I mean, she's one of my closest friends, I'd say. And I mean, we don't really like talk that often, like personally, but I mean, as a friend, like I probably trust her the most out of anyone I've really known, just for knowing her so long. And she was, yeah, like I don't know. Sometimes we've had like funny patches, maybe when we met off every now and then. I seem to remember anyway, but I mean, we're good. We're good friends. We're really good. And I don't think that'll change. So this guy will be out of the way. We have ourselves more battles to go on. Here we have this fella. If I can move the, like, hi, I take it you're a traveler. How's this? How are you taking? What do you say to taking on our family for a series of Pokemon battles? Let's do it. So this is the Win Straight family. Straight Win. That's just occurred to me. Yeah, Win Straight Victor. Victor. This team is all about that. Oh, I'm so glad you sent out Talos, sir. Meet my Electrike. My Jaleese. Jaleese, take him out. Gonna take a little time to get used to. Jaleese, Jaleese, Jaleese. Will we? Yeah, why not? We'll get some more Zebedee time. Oh, and I'm getting notifications. Fabulous. Where am I getting it from? Oh, okay. Right. So. It is a bit depressing to talk about now that I think about it, because, but I mean, if there's only a close personal like audience watching, then I feel kind of a lot better about just talking, just chatting, you know, like a one-on-one conversation. Except you don't have any power here, so you can just listen, and it might seem like I'm just. Yeah, that might not seem like a balanced conversation, but I mean, when I talk to people sometimes I'm just like quiet. Sometimes I just want to listen, and that's because I'm trying to take in information. And if I don't take in information, then I forget real fast. So, yeah. So I'm just gonna speak about like how. I don't know how weird it is to be, I suppose, technically grown up now, and I know that seems like a weird thing to say, just sitting here playing Pokemon by myself. Today's a Saturday night. I could have gone out tonight, and I didn't want to because I don't know what it is. I feel like going out to clubs and stuff is not my thing, and it's never been my thing. I suppose I felt like a kind of secluded kind of person. It's a weird balance maybe that I've got going on, where I can be social and extroverted in certain situations, like, well, most situations, I guess. But I mean, I wouldn't like necessarily actively pursue it, especially in that kind of environment where, like, music I don't really know, and yeah, people I don't really know, especially. I mean, I think a big part of like socializing with people for me is like knowing who they are, like what I say to make them laugh or to make them smile, because I do like making people smile. It's one of the big reasons why I enjoy talking to people, like when I do. And what needs to happen when have I just sent out electric type against a ground type? That's not good. Yeah, and what needs to happen is that I literally need to know these people. I feel like, oh fuck's sake, okay, right. I feel like when I'm talking to people, unless I know them, then I'm not necessarily going to be like amusing, because a big part of my humor is kind of personalized, I guess. Like, I like to think that I pay attention to what people appreciate, what what I shouldn't venture into. Yeah, so it's a big part of being friends with people is just knowing people, like knowing their likes and dislikes. Really, like not just like, oh, the girl's crying. Yeah, here we go. How dare you make my granddaughter cry? For that, I'm going to smack you. Prepare to lose. God, what a bitch. Anyway, yeah, I. My God, don't use the tact. Oh, jeez. So, yeah. That's why I don't go to clubs or that sort of thing. Because I don't really consider myself to be a good-looking kind of person. If I'm perfectly honest with you, I certainly wouldn't stand out in that kind of environment. I mean, I might get by doing something weird, like in a dance or something like that. I might wiggle my arms a bit. Silliness. Silliness, at the end of the day, is kind of rooted in me. And I have my parents to thank for that. And I do mean thank, because I'm pretty happy with my silliness, if I'm honest with you. So now that you've beaten the 4 win straights, you can just straight up. My son is stronger than you. You took the Pokemon on the new challenge. I'll have you know. Wait, hang on. Aren't you supposed to give? Can you? Alright, whatever. Alright, I don't care. Right, go on. Use this Matcha Brace. Yeah, Matcha Brace. That's what you're supposed to get. So this will double EV boosts on your Pokemon. Mommy is stronger than Daddy. I'm stronger than Mommy. And Grandma's stronger than me. But my big brother's even stronger than Grandma. Cool. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, we can move on now. It's awesome. Yeah, sorry for this being a kind of, like, depressing kind of episode. But, I mean, I don't know, it was nice to sort of talk about what makes me tick, I guess. Like, if I don't have if anyone to talk to about that, then a better way to talk to than anyone. Like, and this really could be anyone, essentially. And I suppose having done this for so long, means I'm pretty comfortable with doing that, which is a nice thing, really. I mean, I can just straight up say whatever I want, within reason, of course. I mean, I can't just straight up just say so and so, who I know is watching, is a retard, because they're not retards. Retards are retards. These guys are reporters. We're gonna have to go tag team in this. Yeah, we'll stick with Zebedee and Tor. Oh, we had a item there. Soup potion, very nice. Awesome. Cool. Let's fight these reporters. Okay, roll cam. Let's get this interview. This doesn't look like an interview. This looks very suspiciously like a double barrel Gabion tie. Anyway. So we're going to send out Jalise and Zebedee. This is not the best combination for dealing with Magnemite, so we're just going to double team his ass. There we go. Nice. Yeah, so I mean, what better way to chat to people than just not chatting to technically anyone at all? But I know people are listening, and that's a lovely thing. I appreciate all my audiences, whether they're there or not, whether they're just my friends, whether they're just random people. I just if everyone's having a good time, then I'm having a good time too. So after you've fought these guys and you've beaten them, awesome. Who are you? I knew you wanted something wild when we spotted you. Oh, please let me explain. We travel everywhere interviewing all sorts of trainers. So would you give us a bit of time for your interview? You will. Thank you. Okay, I need you to describe your feelings about battle, but it has to be short and sweet. Go. Right. Not going to show this because it'll be a surprise for next time we do it. Next time we view a TV, anyway, because it'll show up on TV. So. Yeah, that's the perfect clincher. I get the feeling this will make a great TV show. There's a chance they'll air this on TV, so make sure to look out for us. Okay, we'll be seeing you. Let's talk to Ty here. You're a natural. Got me some prime footage right here. Nice work. You get different battle quotes if you talk to them in if you talk to Ty instead of Gabby. And I guess we'll end off with this battle here. Nice. Okay. Cool. So got a Shroomish here, sort of bread and butter really. We're gonna just spark him up. We're gonna get paralyzed? No. We're gonna get paralyzed from this? No. Are we gonna get paralyzed from this? No. Are we gonna get paralyzed from this? Yes. Cool. And doesn't even matter because quick attack. Hooray! Nice. What's next on the chopping block? Is Maril. Sorry, Maril, but I'm afraid your toast is burnt. Woohoo! Lovely. And that is, yep, that is it for Picnicker Irene. Come on, Irene! Oh, you're disgustingly good. Come on, got 288 pounds. Nice. Fabulous. Alrighty, that is all I'm willing to go up to on this one. Next time on Pokemon Ruby, we are going to be traversing further up northward of Morville City, hopefully getting into the next town. Alright? Take it easy, I'll see you then.